Hello, welcome back to this video learning series. My name is John Williamson. I'm the clinical lead and trainer for Atlantis Medical Limited. I know you're watching this because you are one of our locums, and this is the second in the video series for basic life support. In this series, we have already set the context of what first aid is. First aid, the definition of first aid which we looked at, which I'm actually going to read from my trainer's manual because it captures three aspects of first aid: the preservation of life, preventing the worsening of any injuries, and promotion of recovery. So these are the three aims of first aid: to preserve life, to prevent the worsening of any injuries, and to promote recovery. So the previous video session ended with me identifying the mnemonics that are helpful for remembering the sequence of actions to take when faced with a first aid emergency. Now, the first mnemonic is D, which is for danger. So let's look at D, and we are looking at doctors A, B, C. So D for danger. So that's the first word, D for danger. As I mentioned towards the end of the previous video recording, you are not much help if in attempting to rescue or to assist a casualty, an injured casualty, you end up becoming a casualty yourself. That is something that you need to guard against. And a lot of people wanting to help somebody end up not paying attention to the danger or the dangers in the environment. So one of the things you need to do, or the first thing you need to do before attempting to assist a casualty in a first aid scenario, is to risk assess the environment, find out what trip hazards there are, find out what risk of injury that the environment poses to yourself. And it's only after you have eliminated this risk to yourself, it's only after you've done a careful risk assessment and taking stock of the hazards and how to avoid them. It's only after you've done that that it's sensible to address the casualty. And I can appreciate the fact that you're in a life-threatening situation with somebody whose life it's in the balance, and so you must be able to risk assess. You must be able to observe that environment, the dangers and the hazards in the environment. You must be able to do that quickly. And when you're proceeding to help the casualty, your assistance should be ongoing. I will give you an example. When you call the ambulance to your home, the paramedics, the one who takes the call, when they've dispatched the ambulance to your home, usually say that if you have any dangerous animals, if you have any household animals, anything, put them away. This is an instruction being given to stop the paramedics, to stop the people, the first responders, from endangering themselves in that environment. Okay, so that's for that. So once you've gone through that, you've eliminated the danger, the next thing is you have to check for a response. Because when somebody is a casualty, you want to make sure that they are not so far gone that they are not able to maintain a spontaneous response. So you want to ask them a very simple verbal question, and in most cases you want to ask them if they are all right. So, John, can you hear me? John, can you open your eyes? Give them a very specific instruction which would require a specific response. John, what's your name? Give them something. You just want a response from them. And that response, or the absence of a response, is how you're going to determine whether this casualty is able to spontaneously respond to you. You are checking their level of alertness, or you then know that if they are not responsive enough, you want to proceed straight away, ask for help, shout. You have an unresponsive casualty, shout and ask for somebody to call the ambulance, and you can dial the ambulance as you are proceeding to help. You put your phone on speaker so that your hands are free to assist the casualty further. Now, if you ask somebody to help, if you ask for help, make sure that you say it in a coherent way, because sometimes we are so panicky that our instructions are not coherent. And when you ask them coherently to dial 999, ensure that they're going to feed back to you. For example, call me back, or tell me how long they would be. Don't just ask for help and then let the person probably call 999 and walk away. That happens a lot. I have experienced people calling for help and they walk away. No, they have to come back to you. Anyway, so that's with the response and the shout. So doctors, and then we A. So A is for airway. So what do we mean by the airway? And we're going to go through that in the next video. So just think of danger, D for danger, R for response, and S for shout. Thank you.